Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me for this webinar. This is going to help you pick classes for fall quarter and also answer some of your questions that you might have about UC Irvine. My name is Alejandra. I'm one of your academic counselors, and I'll get to see you once you're here in the fall. So let's get started. Today we're going to go over the School of Social Ecology, a little bit about your degree requirements, give you an idea of how to build a fall schedule, and then give you instructions on how to enroll for classes in the fall. So some of the majors and minors that we have in the School of Social Ecology are listed below. We have psychological science, criminology, law and society, urban studies, and social ecology. You can see in the parentheses next to each major 3 or 4, sometimes even 5 letters. So for psychological science, we have PSci. For criminology, law and society, we have CLS. Urban studies is UPPP, and social ecology is SocEcol. These are the codes that you will be using to find the classes under each major, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. Another major that we have is environmental science and policy. If you're interested in this major, please contact Physical Sciences for more information. So some general degree requirements that we will go over today are university requirements, general education requirements, school requirements, and major requirements. Elective units can be whatever you want them to be, and you don't have to think about that too much right now. But in order to graduate from UCI, you need to complete a minimum of 180 quarter units, and you need to have a 2.0 GPA in everything you take here at UCI, in everything for your school, and everything for your major. Okay, so the university requirements include entry-level writing, and before you start at UCI, you can satisfy this requirement by taking an AP English exam, an IB higher level exam, or standard level exam in English, an SAT-2 or an ACT, or the analytical writing placement exam that you took in May. This could have also been satisfied with a community college course, but if you've never taken any of these things before, that's totally fine, because once you're here at UCI, then you can take Writing 37, Writing 39A, or 39AP, or you do a course that we call Humanities Core, but you won't be enrolling in that course, so you don't have to worry too much about that. If you're not sure what writing class to take, do not enroll in writing for fall. We can talk about your writing when you get here and then talk about what classes you would need to take starting winter. We also have the American History and Institutions requirement that you could have taken before enrolling at UCI. If you completed a year in U.S. history and American government, which most of you have not, 3 or higher on the AP US History exam, or if you graduated from a California high school. Again, a lot of you did not graduate from a California high school or even a United States high school, and that's okay. You can still satisfy this requirement here at UCI by taking 3 US history classes and 1 political science class. You just have to take these classes before you graduate. There is no deadline. Keep in mind these classes do have a lot of writing in them, so you do not want to take these until you've satisfied entry-level writing. So some general education requirements you'll have to take here at UCI is a few writing classes. So in addition to entry-level writing, you also have to do 2 lower division writing classes and 1 upper division writing class. Well, you won't be doing these classes until much later, so don't worry too much about them now. You also have to do science and technology, arts and humanities, and I skipped social and behavioral sciences because your major actually takes care of all 3 courses required for this area. You also have to take quantitative, symbolic, and computational reasoning, a language other than English, which most of you speak, so you may not have to take any courses for this, multicultural studies, and international and global issues. Again, don't worry too much about the technicality of all of these courses. This is just to give you an idea of some classes that you will have to take outside of your major, and I'll show you how to find these later too. But you don't have to take all of these right now. You just have to take them before you graduate. Lower division courses versus upper division courses is really important. You will only be taking courses numbered 1 through 99 for your first year here at UCI. Upper division courses are numbered 100 through 199, and you won't be taking those until your third or your fourth year. And 200 level courses are for graduate students only, so you will never be taking those classes. Don't take anything numbered 200 or above. This year, you want to focus on courses numbered 1 through 99. So let's talk about some of your school requirements. Everybody in the School of Social Ecology has to take these classes. So you'll have to do 1 Introduction to Criminology, Law, and Society class, 1 Research Design class, that's Social Ecology 10. You have to do 1 Statistics class, so that's Social Ecology 13. You can also choose Stat 7 or Stats 8, Management 7. There are a lot of other options, and so we can talk about those options once you're here if you wanted to do something different. Everyone will also have to do an Introduction to Psychology course. So you could do PSI 9, 11B, or PSI 11C, and then Social Ecology E8, or an Intro to Urban Studies class. So that's UPPP 4 or 5. Those are all lower division because they're all numbered 1 through 99. Now this last one, Field Study, is numbered 195, and this is an upper division course. So you actually won't be taking Field Study until your third or your fourth year. Field Study is an internship plus a class, and you won't be taking this your first or your second year, so we won't talk too much about it today. So if you took any AP exams through your high school, there's a chart in the catalog that you can look at to see what credit you will be receiving for these courses here at UCI. So you can see all of the classes, all of the AP exam scores. So if you took AP Environmental Science and got a 4 or a 5, you have credit for Social Ecology E8, which is one of your school requirements. If you have not taken any AP exams, that's okay. This is just to kind of show you that there is a list online for you to find that. The best way to find it is to go into your search engine and type UCI AP exam chart, and it'll take you here. All right. So there's a big relationship with you and with your advisor here at UCI. We're not scary. We're very nice. We're here to help you. So please contact us if you have any questions. And know that at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to make your decisions and to make your actions. We will never tell you what to do. We will only give you ideas and suggestions for things that you can do. Check your UCI email account every day. I know a lot of you may not have access to your UCI email account until you arrive here in the fall, and that's okay. But once you're here, make sure to check your UCI email account every day. It's really important, as you will only receive information from the International Center and from our office through this email account. Use the general catalog and your schedule of classes and all of your other resources, including us, to keep track of your degree. I will show you how to use these in a little bit. And don't listen to your friends. They're not advisors. And a lot of times your friends have different requirements than you do, or have taken different classes than you do. So if you ever have questions and you don't know where to go, come to us. Say, my friend told me this. Is that correct? And I will either say yes or no, but start with me first. All right, your advisor, that's me. I'm the one who knows all of the course requirements, policies, everything that has to do with the administrative side of your degree. So come and ask us questions whenever you have questions. We also maintain confidentiality, so we cannot talk to your friends or your family about your degree. And we refer you to resources on campus. So if you come to me and you have a question about your I-20, then I will refer you to the International Center, as they are the ones that are in charge of that particular document. We're also here to help you plan realistic goals. So if you want to graduate in 3 years, we can help you plan that out. But if you come tell me you want to graduate in 1 year, I'm going to tell you that that's not very realistic. So we won't be helping you plan that out. We're here to help you and encourage you, but we have to make sure that you're keeping on track with what can actually be done, and help you kind of pick your classes based on what you have left to take at UCI. Your faculty are here to kind of teach you information about what they've studied, what they are doing research in. Their big thing here at UCI is research. So that's the number one job that your faculty have. They will teach you, but their number one job is to do their research. They also establish all of the classes that you need to take in order to graduate. Now, you want to work with both of us. We all want to work with you, but we can't help you if you don't come ask us questions. So always make sure to contact your academic advisor. And transitioning to UCI can be interesting. It's difficult because you only get 10 weeks per quarter system, and you have to do all of your classes in 10 weeks. And that can go by very fast. So we don't advise you to enroll in more than 3 classes. For fall quarter, you're looking at 1 course towards your major or your school, and 2 general elective or school courses. Nothing too heavy, all lower division courses so that you can do really, really well your first quarter here at UCI. And we want you to adjust to being on campus. There are a lot of people, as you can see from that picture. The classes can be harder, and there is a big emphasis on research. So take advantage of resources. Go to the tutoring center, go to the writing center, get help, ask for help, explore and network, talk to people, make friends, go to all of the workshops. There's often free food. And consider enrolling in a freshman seminar. That link there, you can type into your computer and it will take you to a list of freshman seminars for fall quarter. You can even take a 1-unit seminar with me. The code to add the class is right there, 86088. And you can sign up for that class and take that class with me, and we will go over everything that you need to know about UC Irvine. Some things to keep in mind. As a first-year student, we give you the full 5 years to graduate. This has nothing to do with summer. This is just fall, winter, spring. We give you 15 quarters if you want 15 quarters to graduate. And keep in mind here at UCI, there is a lot more focus on you figuring things out on your own. Your professors and your TAs, those are your teaching assistants, they won't be helping you do everything. They won't be giving you everything. You have to do a lot of work on your own in order to understand what you need to do to pass the class. And it's a lot more important for you to get experience than for you to get a double major or a minor. So focus on work, making connections on campus, meeting faculty members, things like that. And as a UCI student, it is your job to keep track of all of your deadlines. And for an international student, there are a lot of deadlines, especially because you have extra documentation that you're working with. So make sure you write everything down. For the School of Social Ecology, you have to take all of your school and major classes for a letter grade. Keep in mind that the plus and the minus does affect your GPA. So you want to make sure that all of your grades are C's or higher. You can take some courses pass, no pass. This does not affect your GPA. General education courses are okay for pass, no pass, but anything that you take for your school or your major has to be taken for a letter grade. In terms of pass, no pass, for example, my seminar is pass, no pass. To get a pass, you would need a C or higher. To get a no pass, you would need a C- or lower. A pass does not affect your GPA, neither does a no pass. But if you get a no pass, you get 0 units. And if you get a pass, you get all of your units. So if you don't know whether or not to take a class pass, no pass, come talk to me. There's also this really great program for incoming students. It's called ACE. I'm in charge of this program, and you would get access to a mentor during your first year. We would connect you with someone who's been here for a few years, and you can have them as kind of your guide through your first year here at UCI. And you'd get to participate in a lot of really great programs on campus, and there's free food. So if you're interested in this program, we will actually send you an email to your UCI email, so make sure you check that. And if you have any questions, make sure to email me. So we're not able to meet with all of you one-on-one, but we do have workshops during the fall quarter and the entire year. So week 1, we have an academic planning workshop where we can help you understand what you need to do in order to graduate and how to figure out what classes you need to take to graduate. During week 3, we have a psychology versus psychological science workshop because UCI has 3 psychology majors and it can be very confusing to find out which one you actually want to be in. So if you're not sure, come to this workshop. Then during week 4, we have another academic planning workshop, which would be good if the first one was full. And then if you're interested in studying abroad, we also have a study abroad workshop. The full list of workshops can be found on our website. So check that out. This is our website. It's students.soceco.uci.edu. You can kind of see where we're located down here in social ecology 2. We're in social ecology 1. We're over here, hiding. So you can see our phone number, you can see our website, and then our office hours. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 12 and 1 to 4. During the summer, we're open 10 to 12 and 1 to 4, but you can always email us or call us if you have any questions before you start in the fall. And we have workshops every week, so make sure to follow us on Instagram once you're here so that you can make sure that you keep up with all of our workshops. And sometimes there's free food. Did I mention free food? So after fall quarter, you're going to want to be utilizing DegreeWorks to track your degree progress. It's a bit confusing, so don't be too overwhelmed. Come to one of the academic planning workshops so that you can follow along what this giant screen looks like, and we can help you explain what all of these different areas are. Now, searching for classes, this is a big thing for you before you sign up for fall. And I'm going to show you how to navigate the schedule of classes right now. So everything is on the registrar's website. It's just reg.uci.edu. And then you can click schedule of classes and it will bring you here. So we talked a little bit about general education courses and the different categories. And this is how you can kind of find the different categories for some classes you want to sign up for. If you wanted to sign up for a science and technology course, you would just click there and then display web results. And you'll see all of the courses that can satisfy science and technology. There are a lot of them. There's a lot of them. So I'll let you kind of look through these and see what you're interested in. You can see Dance 3 is a 4-unit class. It's Tuesday, Thursday from 5 to 6:20 p.m. You can also see the date and time of the final exam, and that this class is full. So there are 344 seats and there are currently 344 students enrolled. So this class's status is waitlisted. You will not be adding this class because it's full. You need to find classes that are open in order to build your schedule for fall. One thing to keep in mind are these restrictions. Depending on the restriction, you might not be able to add the class, but if there's no restriction, then you can add the class on your own, as long as it says open. You cannot add this one because it's full. This course is new only, and that means we're saving seats for new students like you, but it also has a restriction, so you might not be able to add this class. So just kind of go through here and find classes that are open, new only, with no restrictions for you to add them. So that was us looking at a GE. Now let's look for a specific department. Remember, I told you psychological science was PSci, Crim Law and Society was CLS, so we can kind of find that here. It's all alphabetized. So we can see Criminology and Law and Society right here. We would scroll further to find Psychological Science, which is right there. Right there. And then down here is Soc-Ecol, which is Social Ecology. Now if we kept going, we can see UPPP, which is Urban Planning and Public Policy for all of the Urban Studies classes. So then you'll see new only, no restrictions. You can add this class. It's Monday, 7 to 9:50 p.m., 4 units. And then you can see the final here as well. So what you're going to need to do is pick 3 classes that are still open or new only for you to add so that you can build your fall schedule. In order to be considered a full-time student, you have to take at least 3 classes. That's 12 units. And as an international student, it's required that you are full-time. So you must enroll in at least 3 classes. You'll see here PSci-9 Intro to Psychology, has a lecture and a discussion section. So when you go in and add this code in your web reg, you are also going to need to add one of these discussion sections, okay? So you will add classes through WebReg, and I can't access this because I'm not a student, but you will go here, and then you will log in, and you're going to have to use these course codes that we saw here in order for you to add these classes. So you would copy and paste this code and put it into WebReg. Another thing for you to look at on the registrar's website is deadlines. So you can see under the calendar, the quarterly academic calendar and the 1920 calendar, you'll already see when you can enroll for classes for winter and for spring. You can see when your classes start, and you can see when your classes end. You can also see when you have finals week. So you can book your flight home after summer after June 11th. Don't book it between June 6th and June 11th, otherwise you have finals and you can't miss your finals. The last day to add a class or drop a class is Friday of week 2. So that's really fast. It happens really fast. Friday of week 2 doesn't give you a lot of time to decide. So if you ever have questions, come see us. You can see here, September 26th is the first day of class. October 11th is the last day to add or drop a class. That's really quick. So make sure you're keeping track of all of these deadlines. Okay, so we talked about building your schedule with 3 classes, 1 lower division major class, and possibly 2 general education courses, or a school course, or all general education courses. It's totally up to you. I've given you an example here below of UPPP 4, Dance 3, and PSI 9. You won't be able to register for Dance 3 because it's full, but this is kind of the schedule that you want to go for your first quarter here. 3 classes, all lower division, some count for general education, and some count for your major. So now your next step is to enroll in fall classes, but first you need to have your hold removed. So in order to have your hold removed, you want to write down this link and type it into your web browser so that you can fill out the form and I can remove your hold. So let's go look at what this form looks like. So you got to fill out this form, and then we can remove your hold in 24 to 48 business hours. So that's 2, maybe 1 day here, UCI time. So we would need your first name, your last name, your UCI student ID number, and then the 3 classes that you plan on enrolling in. So we talked about a major class and 2 general education classes. So if you decide that you want to enroll in UPPP 4 and then Dance 3, if it's open, right? If it's not open, then we have to find something else like Biology 96. And then here, maybe you want to enroll in PSI 9. That's great. I want to see what 3 classes you're enrolling in before I remove your hold. So fill this out and let me know what classes you're enrolling in. And once you're done, click this arrow, and then you'll be able to enroll in classes once your hold is removed. But until then, if you have any questions, please feel free to email us. The confirmation page after your survey will have an email. So if you don't know what to do or where to go, make sure you email us to find out more information. And don't forget, this is the main idea is 3 classes full time. You want to make sure you're enrolling in lower division classes only. And you want to utilize the schedule of classes to find the classes to choose from. So pick 3 classes from here. You can go and find GE courses, or you can look by department. So if you're interested in taking an art history class, you can search by art history. If you're interested in taking a classics class, you can search by classics, all right? And then if you wanted to add an urban studies class, you would search by UPPP. To clear this, you would just say all departments, and then you can search by GE again. So if we look at social and behavioral sciences, you don't really have to take any of these classes because your major will actually take care of all these classes, but sometimes they have open classes for you to enroll in. And you would copy and paste this code into your WebReg. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us. If you go to our website, which is students.soceco.uci.edu, you can see here to contact us. This is our email address. So please email us at sepeer@uci.edu if you have any questions.